Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a video that I said I was going to do last month, but I never ended up doing it. I was super busy. But that's going to be starting up a series where it's what I've watched videos. I know a ton of people do these, and I thought, you know what, I should do one. You know, there's some movies that I haven't watched for a while that I have been watching, and you know, it's better talking about a lot more movies now than it is in collection videos and making them like 50 minutes long and stuff like that. So I thought, why not make this series? So that's what I'm going to do. But first off, I want to promote my Facebook page. I made one ages and ages ago, but I eventually just stopped putting the link in and no one really knew about it. And that was when I had about 30-40 subscribers, so also I've got a lot more now, just past 250. Cheers, guys. But yeah, so I redesigned it as well. I just typed in Google really cool fan artwork for movies, and I've got some really cool fan art on my as my timeline photo and my profile photo. So yeah, if you haven't liked my page, guys, definitely go and do. That's where I'll just, you know, take pictures of my collection now and again. Any good deals I'll post on there. You know, any online deals or in-store deals. I may give away a couple UV codes a week as well if I get any. So yeah, just stuff like that, and also some great conversations. So yeah, that's out of the way. Let's get into the movies, guys. Alright, guys, so the first one here that I watched, this is in order of what I've watched as well, just saying. The first one I watched was Live, Die, Repeat. I never really gelled with this, to be honest. I got this on sale, so I never got it at full price. I think I paid like £6 for it in HMV. Yeah, I wasn't the hugest fan. I honestly, I could have, you know, done without watching it first. I wish I would have watched it first or rented it first before, you know, buying it. I don't know. I mean, I know it's the whole point is, you know, live, die, and repeating. But I, you know, because of that, I felt, you know, I saw myself going on my phone quite a bit. I was, you know, looking at the timeline to see how long it had left, and I just thought it was getting a bit boring and a bit tedious as well. So I never quite gelled with it. But I did watch a clip from the Conan show where, what's her name? Emily Blunt. She was on the Conan show, and they were talking about this movie. And they talked about how her and Tom Cruise actually had a competition to see who could do the most stunts in the movie. So that was awesome, seeing that they actually did them themselves. I mean, if you like action, you'll like it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like action, it's just, I think the repeating thing kind of got to me, and I was a bit bored with that. But yeah, Live, Die, Repeat was okay, guys. The complete opposite to that, my favourite film of all time, Zulu. I always watch this constantly. I almost know this whole movie love by heart, words. I just can't get enough of this movie. Michael Caine's first movie, which he got really heavily promoted in this film. You know, when it first came out, they were all talking about Michael Caine. All the posters just had his name on it. I mean, if you look at the cover, it just has his name on it. Nowhere does it say Stanley Baker. You know, it's his production team that made it. It eventually says in the credits Stanley Baker, but you know, he got so much promotion for this, and he, you know, rightfully deserved it. He was great in this. You know, especially for his first movie, quite a big movie as well. But yeah, I love this. The battle scenes are just amazing. What's great is the Zulus are actually the Zulu Nation people. Didn't just get extras to play them, because I watched some special features on this a couple of times before, and they actually never knew what a camera was until they literally got told when they were making the movie. So it's, you know, the proper people that are portraying the battle, and it's just really good. If you don't know, it's the Battle of Forks Drift. So yeah, check this out, guys. It's fantastic and great on Blu-ray as well. Fantastic. And yes, there is no difference between this and the 50th anniversary edition. It's just got a banner at the top. But yeah, that's Zulu. Next up, I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Technically the remake, but yeah. Yeah, it was, you know, it was a pretty decent movie. Basically, these people find out that people are getting cloned, and the clones can't speak. They can only scream. basically they try and figure out what to do. Leonard Nimoy's in this. It was okay. Nothing to write home about, but it was decent. There is a Arrow release of this on Blu-ray if you're interested in those. But yeah, my uncle gave me this, that's why it's the DVD. It was okay, you know. Yeah, it was okay. Next up, this was actually on TV today, so I watched about 5 minutes of it. Carry On Up the Khyber. Again, this was okay. You know, it wasn't as funny as my favourite Carry On movie, Carry On Cowboy. That's hilarious. It wasn't as good, but you know, it was still pretty funny. There were still you know, some pretty funny moments there. Yeah, I don't know much to say. You know, if you've seen one Carry On movie, you've seen them all. But yeah, you know, it was really, really good, and I got it for 25p in CX, which was awesome. But yeah, you know, it was pretty funny. Some funny moments. Okay, so I've actually figured out how to do this. I actually watched a movie online. So I'll put a picture right here. There we go. And the movie I watched was Tammy. Now, the reason why I watched it online before picking up the Blu-ray was because I heard horrible, horrible things about Tammy. I heard people, like, utter destroy the movie, say Melissa McCarthy was a load of crap in it. So that's why I watched it first, because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. And you know what? I loved the movie. It was so funny, in my opinion. You know, I'm a massive Melissa McCarthy fan. I've actually got another one of her movies in the mix here. But she's, you know, I know people don't like, you know, her type of humour. Me, I find it hilarious, so that's why I like her. I've not seen all of her movies, I've only seen 2 or 3. But she's just really funny. So in this movie, she basically goes, she gets fired from her job at a fast food restaurant, and she goes on like a road trip with her grandma. Really, really funny though. Honestly, some of the things that happen is just hilarious. Yeah, just check it out. It is so funny. You know, even if you stream it first and then, you know, pick it up if you like it, or if you find it, you know. I know the Blu-ray is the extended cut. I haven't seen that because it wasn't the extended cut. But yeah, I'll be getting that very shortly. So yeah, Tammy, excellent movie, really funny. Next up, back to DVDs now. This is my favourite remake of all time. I think I would have to think about it, but every time I look at this, I say that, so it pretty much is. Definitely my favourite remake or reboot, and that's The Alamo. Of course, the original is with Richard Widmark, John Wayne. This has got Billy Bob Thornton, Dennis Quaid, Jason Patric. This is an awesome, awesome movie. There's some things in here that aren't in the original Alamo, like the battle after the Alamo falls in this. There's actually more of the movie, and basically they take out Santa Anna's army. Yeah, this is really, really good. Really, really good. I noticed that, you know, there's no Blu-ray release of this anywhere, and this is a recent film. Well, not too recent, but it's from 2004, so you'd think there's a Blu-ray. Maybe if there's a, you know, a special like anniversary edition for it or something. But yeah, this is terrific. You know, check out the trailer or anything. Just make sure to, you know, watch this. Even watch the original if you haven't as well. But yeah, awesome, awesome movie. One of my favourites. Next one, again, I streamed this one a couple updates ago. I picked up the In-Betweeners movie on Blu-ray. Well, I finally checked out the second one. Again, I watched it online. Honestly, it wasn't as good as the first one. Basically, they all go on like a miniature holiday again. I think, is it Australia? I really can't remember. It was a while ago. This was like the start of last month. But basically, yeah, they go on holiday, and it's just like shenanigans from there. It was okay, you know. It was funny, but it you know, it wasn't as good as the holiday they had in the first film. And they recently announced that season 4 of the show's coming out. I'm looking forward to that. I think if they do the show, it'll be better than another movie. I'm quite surprised though, because a lot of movies are getting like trilogies now. But I'm glad that they're, you know, doing like a show for it again. Because also I've seen all the episodes before already. So yeah, it was okay, but you know, it wasn't as good as the first one. But you know, it was still decent. The next one I have here is an animated movie, and that's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There we go. Now as you see, this is from the Daily Record, so it's not like a dodgy copy or anything. It's not got a case. It just came in like a slipcase, but for some reason I've lost it. I don't know how. But yeah, hold it there. There we go. Yeah, they're only about 55 minutes long, the few I have, and I know there's one out there that I don't have, which I might get, the Rob Roy one. But there's also this, Kidnapped, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Three Musketeers. They're really, really good. The special effects, the animation effects are terrible, but it's that terrible. They look awesome. Like it makes the movie awesome. So yeah, I don't even know who made this movie, so I can't say recommend it because I just know the title of it, and I don't think there's a proper release for this. So yeah, but that, it's really good. It's an hour long, but it's really good. Then I watched the Master of Cinema release of Red River. This is an amazing movie. John Wayne. Obviously, I got this in my previous update. Some things will be my previous update, guys, just to make you aware. But yeah, I love this movie. It looks brilliant on Blu-ray. They could have put a little bit more special features in this, but it is quite an old movie from 1948. So, I don't think they did many features then. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Basically, John Wayne's character wants to have like a cattle ranch. And basically the start of the movie is in 1 year, and then it jumps to like 10 years later, and then you see this big massive ranch filled with cattle. And then basically, because they live in Texas, there's nowhere to sell the cattle, so they make like this big drive to go to Missouri, which they can sell the cattle at. That's the drive there on the picture. But yeah, very awesome, really, really good. Yeah, just a fantastic movie, awesome. I had the DVD for that. Next one I watched was my third favourite movie of all time, The Great Escape with Steve McQueen. This is the Steelbook version. Yeah, easily my third favourite movie. If you're wondering what my second is, it's My House at 7, Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen. But yeah, Eli Walsh as well from The Good, Bad and Ugly. Anyway, yeah, Great Escape. This is fantastic. One of my favourite things from this is the soundtrack by, what's his name? I can't remember. Elmer Bernstein. There we go. Thank God for the credits on the back. Yeah, Elmer Bernstein. He does amazing work. Right, he did. He also did the Magnificent Seven as well. But yeah, phenomenal soundtracks. I'm sure you've probably heard it. You just don't know what to do with the movie. But yeah, if you've not seen this, check it out. Yes, it's long, but it is fantastic. Basically about soldiers during World War II. They all get sent to a maximum security prison camp, prisoner of war camp in World War II, and they try and get out, escape any means necessary through tunneling. That's where the saying Tom, Dick and Harry came from, because that's what they named them. Just cutting through wires, anything, even hiding in trucks, So yeah, awesome movie. Great classic. Yeah, Richard Attenborough, rest in peace. He passed away this year actually as well, so rest in peace. But this guy is awesome. If I can remember his name, I would tell you. Charles Bronson. There you go. How could I forget that? Awesome movie, guys. Check it out if you haven't. This is a bit of a silly one. I like it though. Starburst for Clone Wars on DVD. This is the movie. I'm not sure if this came out then season 1 of the show, or if it was season 1 and then they just made a movie about it. But I'm guessing they would make this first. I do have the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray, so I will eventually get this on Blu-ray. I don't know how many seasons there actually was. I believe it did get cancelled due to the new Star Wars movie coming out. But yeah, it's really good. Yes, it's animated, but it's not too kiddish either. It is very, very awesome. There's some big battles in this, and you do get to meet Ahsoka Tano. So if you want the origin of her, watch this if you like the show. Yeah, just that fun, really awesome. Speaking of Melissa McCarthy, this is the movie that I watched, and it might be my favourite comedy, I'm not sure, and that is The Heat, with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. This is funny as anything. If you have not watched this, you must check it out. It is hilarious. There are 2 cops. They're completely different to one another. and basically they want to go after like a big drug dealer, and the things that they do, the things that happen, is just hysterical. Honestly, guys, check this out. If you watch The Big Bang Theory, the guy who plays Barry how do you say his name? Quipke. I don't know how you say him. The one with the speech impediment from The Big Bang Theory, he actually has a small role in this as well at the start of the movie, which is awesome. But yeah, you know, it's so funny. You know, I mean, there they are two drinking, and then they're holding a guy over the rails, and then there's them at the nightclub. Just so funny. Honestly, guys, check this out. This is also the uncuffed or uncut edition. Fantastic. I know many people have seen it, but yeah, check it out, guys. It's amazing. Next up, this is actually from a fellow YouTuber I picked up about a month ago now. Finally actually watched it, and that's The Departed. I got this from Art Productions, the German digibook. Yeah, finally watched this. Great cast in this. You know, you got DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg. I'm on a quest to watch anything that DiCaprio's been in, and also Martin Scorsese movies. I want to see all of them. I think the next one I want to try and get is the Aviator. But yeah, this is a really good movie. I really enjoyed this. You know, I got confused about a couple minutes, you know, after a wee bit, but then I soon kind of came to terms, and I was like, alright, okay, I understand it now. My uncle did pre-warn me. He was like, it's a bit confusing, so yeah, but I fully understood it. You know, by the end I fully understood what happened and stuff like that. Yeah, awesome movie. Yeah, awesome. Martin Scorsese, you know, what do you have to say? Next one, I'm maybe going to get some flack for this one because I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. But that's Apocalypse Now. I mean, I know this is meant to be one of the best films made, and I know there was a big story in the making of it and stuff like that. And obviously Francis Ford Coppola, who did The Godfather, stuff like that. I liked it. You know, it's not one of my favourite war movies. It's not one of the best ones I've seen, but well, at least in my opinion. I watched the Redux version, which is the longer version. If you're wondering what edition this is the collector's edition, which comes with a book, well, a couple of booklets, art cards, the Heart of Darkness documentary, another bonus disc. But yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, I loved the helicopter attack with the music. That was really awesome. And I loved the sergeant guy who's in charge of that. That was really awesome seeing him. Yeah, you know, I enjoyed it, but it kind of dragged on for me as well. Next up, we have a recent release that I got day one, The Hobbit, Battle for Five Armies. That was my second time viewing it, one in cinema, second watching it on Blu-ray. I still stand by what I said in the update. I don't think it was as good as the second movie, but it was a great conclusion to the saga. Will they make a new one? Probably not. Like a new series of Lord of the Rings? Probably not. I kind of don't want them to, because, you know, they're very high standard movies, and especially if it wasn't Peter Jackson, and yeah, I don't think I'd want another one. I think I just want the six movies, and that's the defining saga, basically. But yeah, I still love the movie. You know, I mean, it's my second favourite Hobbit. My favourite, in order of Hobbits, it's probably the second, the third, and then the first. But yeah, so awesome steelbook as well. Really enjoyed this. I have watched all the special features on this as well, which is a bit disappointing. There was only about an hour and a half of features, whereas on the Desolation and Smaug theatrical steelbook there was like 3 hours, so a little less. But anyway, so yeah, Hobbit, Battle for Five Armies. Next up, you saw that I bought the second Bourne movie in my update last week or so. So I did watch the Bourne Identity. I remember watching this years and years ago, but I couldn't remember any of it. And I remember having this for about 2 years, and I never watched it. So I finally, you know, watched it. It was pretty much a brand new movie because I couldn't remember anything. So yeah, it was pretty good. A good kind of like manhunt kind of movie. Some great action scenes in this as well. Really awesome. You know, Matt Damon. Why you couldn't have finished, you know, the fourth one, I don't know, but yeah, that was Jeremy Renner, I think, it did that. which I've yet to get or see. So yeah, Bourne Identity, it was pretty decent. This one I might get flack for as well. I did watch Alien 4 from the Alien Anthology set I've got. Now, that was my first time watching Alien 4. I did have this for a while, and I've seen the first 3 movies about 3 or 4 times each. Now, don't hate me, but I actually like the third one. I actually do watch it. But yeah, basically I watched some of the second movie's special features for Aliens. I watched like 2 hours of content, and it was great. And then that night I thought, right, let's just watch Alien 4. I liked it. It had Ron Perlman in it, but no, it wasn't near as good as the first or second or third. I'd probably say my favourite one's the second one, to be honest. But I do want to get all the steelbooks for these because I am a massive fan of the Alien franchise. But yeah, you know, number 4 was okay. I liked the story, but yeah, it was okay. This is went into my top 5 movies, and you'll be quite surprised it's not a big blockbuster movie or anything like that. But that's The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale. This is fantastic. Easily one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I believe made. Because there's like 2 storylines to this. There's one where Mark Wahlberg wants to be like champion in boxing, and you know, wants to be really, really good at it. His brother, who Christian Bale plays, used to be world champion. He was you know, one of the most famous fighters. And then he moved, you know, got addicted to drugs. And in the movie, he's basically a junkie, but he's still trying to train Mark Wahlberg's character. But then he doesn't want to train with his brother because he's never there on time, stuff like that. This has a massive big family feud in this. Honestly, you should. Wow, it's, you know, it's like watching Jeremy Kyle show or something. Basically, HBO is actually in the movie, where they are making a movie about addiction to drugs with Christian Bale's character. So it's like a movie inside a movie. Really awesome. But yeah, some of the boxing matches in this was great. I loved how it was shot, and yeah, I just love it. It's easily one of my favourite movies. I can rewatch this any day. Yeah, really awesome. One of the best performances I've seen from both of the actors. Amy Adams as well. This is my first movie I saw with her. Also, I've seen her in a lot more now, but yeah, awesome movie. Check this out, guys. It won 2 Academy Awards, Best Supporting Actor and Actress. So I believe that was Amy Adams. So yeah, check this out, guys. Then I watched a classic movie, Spartacus. Yeah, had some issues with the PQ on this. It was very bad. Honestly, a lot of the scenes were fantastic looking on Blu-ray, but then a lot of the other scenes just looked atrocious. And there was one scene in particular after this battle here where you could actually see the picture quality change. It was almost as if they had the Blu-ray running, and then they put the video quality, then they put the Blu-ray running again. You could actually see it change. It's just almost as it felt like the image just jumped. That was quite a bad part, but the movie itself is fantastic. If you've seen the TV show like I have, you'll probably like this better, because it's a lot. You know, it's from the 60s. There's but yeah, quite a long movie as well. It's like 3 hours 13 minutes, but it's really good. This is a digibook as well. Check this out, guys. Stanley Kubrick movie. No one ever knows that. The one TV show that I watched, Family Guy season 6. I just keep jumping on to each episode and stuff like that. I'm not watching it consistently, but you know, if I'm in the mood, I'll watch it. I'll just go to the season I've not watched yet. So I finally finished this one. Everyone knows Family Guy. You know, everyone does. Yeah, not much to say. Everyone knows Family Guy. Next up, I believe this hasn't even been in an update yet, but I did an unboxing for it, and that's Exodus: Gods and Kings, the HMV exclusive steelbook. Apparently my HMV, this is very limited because they apparently only got about 6 copies of this, so I was very lucky to get one. But yeah, Ridley Scott, one of my favourite directors now. Dead Body of Lies, Black Hawk Down, Alien, amazing. I love all those movies. But yeah, Exodus: Gods and Kings. It was okay. It was really, really good actually. I don't know why I say it was okay. I actually really enjoyed it. He plays oh, who does he play again? God damn it, I forgot his name. Moses, that's it. He plays Moses. You see all those is it the 7 sins or something like that, where there's like all the water turns to blood. There's a lot of flies. Like loads of frogs come. And you actually see in the movie, because of the water and that, you get to see their skin coming off and that, like not proper coming off, but it's peeling and that, kind of minging in some places. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Some great action scenes. The first like 10 minutes there's a massive big battle. But yeah, also a Christian Bale movie, right there. There he is. But yeah, really awesome, really worth checking out. And then the last 2 titles are kind of related. I noticed that the Ted 2 trailer came out, so I watched Ted, of course, the extended edition. Yeah, really, really funny. Really, really funny. I love this. Another Mark Wahlberg movie. That's like, what, 3 or 4 now I've shown. Yeah, this is a superb comedy. Really, really good. I know the humour's not for everyone, but it's very, very awesome. I loved Flash Gordon in this. This was the party scene was fantastic. I'm sure everyone's seen Ted. Really awesome. Now, straight after I watched this, before I was just about to watch the trailer, and then I said to myself, I bet Ted's going to get married. And what did they do? As soon as the trailer started, he was getting married. So quite predictable, but yeah, that one looks really funny, and I'm glad Mark Wahlberg's back for it. But yeah, there was a certain scene in the trailer I was laughing my arse off at. But yeah, I won't spoil it unless you've not seen the trailer. But yeah, Ted, obviously really awesome. And then continuing with the Seth MacFarlane kind of marathon I did watch A Million Ways to Die in the West for the second time. First off, I watched this day 1 when it came out. I was really pumped for this. The trailer made it look hysterical. The movie wasn't, no. Basically, they took the best parts of the movie and slapped it into a trailer. This wasn't as funny as the trailer. So I would say don't even watch the trailer. I would say just go straight into the movie. But yeah, Seth MacFarlane is actually in this as a live action movie. You also have Liam Neeson as well as the the bad guy. You've also got a quick cameo by Kaylee Cuoco, who plays Penny on The Big Bang Theory. I'm a big fan of her. I know she's got a proper movie coming out soon, which will be awesome. It just wasn't as funny as the trailer. It made me think, oh, it's going to be as funny as Ted, and it wasn't. It really wasn't. But it was good to see him in an actual live action movie, and it was good to see him as you never think this was to do with Family Guy. So I kind of liked that a bit better, but it was okay. It was okay, but it is rewatchable. It's okay but rewatchable. So yeah, Million Ways to Die in the West. So that's me. That's 28 minutes. That's everything I watched last month. Close to about 24 movies. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to keep doing them, leave a comment and a like. Also check out my Facebook page. I'll be posting on there quite frequently about cool stuff and conversations. So yeah, so keep awesome, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.